think crafts are so important because they are our heritage and they are who we are. It's human beings. As a 2 Michelin-starred chef, I have always pursued excellence in my kitchens. Now the level of craftsmanship that goes into the Balvenie Whisky has caught my eye, and I want to unlock its mysteries. I'm going to spend a week at the Balvenie distillery in Scotland to meet the craftspeople working to make this unique single malt. My challenge is to create a special dinner inspired by their crafts. But will they appreciate my work as much as I do theirs? I'm Michel Roux Jr., and I'm here to create the craftsman's dinner. I love coming here. There's something really special about this place. It's in the air, you can smell it. In the next 7 days, I'm going to meet the people that make the Balvenie Whisky. People who bring a personal and human element to the whisky. It's moments like this where it's really quiet and I'm away from my normal, everyday madness, that you can find inspiration, you can find different ideas, different recipes, different combinations of flavors and textures. What interests me is to use the prime ingredient, the most important ingredient in whiskey, which is the barley. So to find how to use barley, that flavor of whiskey, in a recipe. This is why I want to meet the man who takes care of the barley, and hopefully I can discover some secrets to use in my dinner. So this is part of the process of making whiskey, and a very important part. Mm-hmm. I mean, you would probably say it's the most important part. I would, yeah. Obviously, I'm biased, so yeah, definitely. So this is where it all starts. Our barley comes in, and it's quite low in moisture. And what we will do is we'll steep that in our tanks up the stairs as much as possible. This is where the magic happens in the steeping tanks, because we've actually tricked the seeds into believing they're in the ground, and then it will start the growing process. And once it starts to grow on the floor down the stairs, we can continue to look after that right the way through the process. So we get a good foothold, and then just start to slide it down. Tell me, surely there must be an easier way of doing this? There probably is. You know, this is the traditional way, and we want to keep everything as it was, so that's important to us here. You know, you can make it easier, but it might not be the right thing to do, so it's a bit of elbow grease is needed, and that's what we do. After growth has been triggered, the 7 tons of barley gets prepped on a traditional malting floor. Each of the grains has to come out at the same stage of development. Just like in the kitchen, timing is everything. And then go for that one. Like that? Yep. And then if you had a microscope
and looked at, you would actually see the seeds are moving, and it's that kinetic energy that is generating the heat.
Wow.
So we want to just spread that out evenly on the floors, so they're all growing at, you know, round about the same time. Perfect. So that's becoming more even now. And
I reckon that as soon as you walk into this area here, you can smell, you can see, and you can feel the grain, and you know the temperature. You know if it's ready to move or what, without any thermometer or fancy stuff.
Well, that's there as your backup, but obviously the job is, you know, that experience. You can't really teach it in a short period of time. See,
I have the same problem in the kitchens, because some kitchens they cook by numbers. So, you know, vacuum pack, put it in a boil in the bag, and they just follow the numbers and temperature probes and all this. I like to use my senses.
Take a taste of this. Obviously, this is day 4. It's about halfway along.
Lovely taste. Nutty, sweet.
Key ingredient for whiskey making.
Yeah.
The guys are in here, you know, they're physically doing these checks. It's still, you know, it's still very a human thing to do. We could use more mechanical aids, but it's, you know, it's tradition, and it's one of the many crafts that we have here, and doing it the old way. I think if we stop doing this with, you know, traditional floor maltings, once that's gone, it's lost forever.
The guys that look after the barley, and they have to turn it. They have to heat it to a certain temperature. They're not doing that mechanically. Their senses can tell them that it's ready or not, that it needs an extra day, more humidity. It's something very special, very special. Now it's up to me to find a way to turn the barley into a magical starter for my dinner.